Our world has become increasingly reliant upon the use of digital communication devices. In the past 2 decades, technology devices have become mobile, portable, and networked, to the point that they have become pervasive in everyday life. A mass of smartphones and tablets has been developed such that the common person has access to connect, entertain, engage, and learn. Vasquez Cano informs the reader that mobile devices are not only part of but responsible for new forms of art, employment, language, commerce, and learning, adding that our physical and digital lives are woven together inseparably. With such advancement in technology, a widened volume of possibilities has been developed for mobile education. A gamut of apps, software, and hardware are available for teacher and student use. These possibilities include technology-driven lessons in face-to-face environments, or even physically separated but interconnected educational experiences that take place in the online realm. While these possibilities are great, there are some drawbacks that must be entertained. As given in the excerpt, the physical halls of wisdom may someday be no more. However, the transition to such an educational world is yet to be completely witnessed. Institutions must balance the development of mobile learning coursework with physical interaction. This can be a proposition that some educational entities find difficult. However, one only need to look to Barrow Elementary School in Athens, Georgia, for an example of how to integrate mobile learning technologies into the hallowed halls of yesteryear. Here, students have the ability to work independently or in clustered groups using mobile technologies including smartphones and tablets. Furniture is easily arranged and rearranged to accommodate an adaptable learning environment. This type of flexible learning center did not come by easily, however. There was initially a disconnect between what teachers felt would be beneficial and what students valued in the redesign of their nearly century-old building. However, the ability for teachers and students to customize their classrooms has enabled greater engagement and increased self-regulated learning, similar to the results garnered from studies performed with student populations that are more advanced in their educational careers. In order for learning to be successful, whether face-to-face or completely digital, there must be a form of assessment that is authentic in nature and is able to accurately deliver feedback to the learner. In a teacher-led learning environment, this assessment typically takes place in the form of student regurgitation of information to demonstrate a level of proficiency. While effective in delivering a positional ranking of understanding to students, this form of assessment is inherently cold and often unauthentic. In mobile education, learning and assessment must be closely tied and allow for students to create and modify their learning without fear of unsavory test or quiz scores. Learners must have the opportunity to develop and adapt what they know and demonstrate such until a level of proficiency is achieved in that process. If this process is authentic, it will supersede the ivy-covered halls mentioned by Drummond and will allow for an educational experience that is ongoing regardless of location. As we move forward into an increasingly technology-rich environment, we are tasked, as educators, with adapting to and engaging through digital means. In considering the benefits and challenges, we must be willing to learn anew and recondition our own understanding of the educational process to include mobile learning, so that learners of tomorrow may have increased opportunities for learning. By considering these things and allowing for authentic assessment, we will form a strong learning environment for future learners.